Yep. Okay. All right. Bye. Oh, hi folks. How you doing? Well, I thought I'd come back with another story about youth and boxing. When I was young, excuse me. When I was about 12, I went into boxing. You know, I went to the YMCA. It was in Vallejo. Oh my goodness, too much Pepsi. Vallejo, California. They had a YMCA, and I was about 12. I think there was about 81, something like that. Anyways, I decided to go into boxing. I like boxing. I used to watch, remember when the old boxing used to be on TV and you didn't have to pay per view it. Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. I mean, all those guys. You used to be able to watch it on TV. They'd have the whole thing advertised for a whole week, and you'd be able to just, watch it on a Friday night or a Saturday night. We'd all talk about it in junior high, high school. We'd, oh yeah, well. Anyways, I decided to go into boxing. So I had to take a bus, in Vallejo. And I remember going to the YMCA, and I remember getting into the ring, and he wrapped my hand. He didn't really wrap my hands. He just put some gloves on and, my mouthpiece, whatever. And I didn't know nothing about boxing back then. Hell, I was 12 years old. I didn't know nothing. I thought, oh, I gotta watch it on TV. I can become a boxer. Ain't no problem. Anyways, the deal was, I get in there, and it wasn't a ring. He just put me with some other guy. And apparently this kid, I'll tell you what, he was quick. And I didn't know how to cover myself. So I was like, trying to do one of those things. And he'd get me with uppercuts and all this time. And that was the first and last time while I was 12, while I was living with my dad in Vallejo, that that was it. I got hit a couple times. Didn't like that feeling in the face, I like to keep my teeth. Anyways, it was kind of interesting. So with this next segment, it'd be interesting too. Some guy, he'll tell you all about it.
Yeah, I remember when there was a guy that I was boxing when I was a kid. And I had my hands up like this, and I was doing my boxing thing, I was hitting him this way, and I hit an uppercut this way, and then he just, bam, underneath my chin. He hit my chin, and it was just, I couldn't see nothing. And anyways, I'll tell you what, he could hit. Then, excuse me, my gums come out. Then I got in boxing later on in life, and it was amateur boxing, And anyways, I'm hitting him, and he's hitting me, and he's 400 pounds. 400 pounds this guy was. Can you believe it? Anyways, he beat the living snot out of me, and I'll tell you what, it hurt. It hurt, yes it did. Oh, I tell you, but you should have seen the other guy too. Yeah. Anyways, he's hitting me, and I'm hitting him. Well, I'm kind of hitting him. I don't remember. What day is it today? Where am I at? Anyways, it was fun. I did it. I did it just to get in shape, just to stay in shape and hit and be hit. So, boxing ain't bad, it ain't. but you can get in shape. Yeah, you can get in shape. Yeah, you can get in shape. Yeah. Birdies. Birdies everywhere.
Action. Yeah. I'm glad I don't box anymore. But I did join. It was at the Cheyenne boxing club here, an amateur boxing club in town. And I wanted it. I didn't really want to box. I just wanted to get in shape. So I found out, watching people who really boxed, how they got in shape, and I thought, oh, that would be a great way to get in shape. So, so I joined, right? So, a couple guys, it was a good deal. Had a bunch of kids and some adults, and then there was, a couple older guys, and I was one of the old guys. And I came in, I weighed in at, let's see. Well, now if you go into amateur boxing, they have matches, but they have different weigh scales when it comes to lights and middleweight and light and featherweight. They got the super heavyweights. Now the super heavyweights, from what I understand and what I remember, was from 209 and above. So if you were above 209 pounds and above, you were considered a super heavyweight. So I fell into that category. Gosh, I was weighing 235 at the time, and I was working out. It was more muscle than anything. So anyways, I'm working out, and I'm getting in shape. I'm running the sprints back and forth in the gym, and I'm hitting the bag and the speed bag, and I'm sparring. I'm not actually having any competition. And I go, well, my pride got ahead of me and said, I'm going to try. They say, how they go. They go, oh, you're good. You should go to competition. You're heavyweight. Da, da, da. Okay, well, fine, no problem. But the problem with super heavyweights in amateur boxing is that they can assign you an opponent that weighs 800 pounds. There's no cutoff to that. So if I was weighing in at 235, I could be having somebody at 300. So there was no cutoff after that. So first match, I get to fight this guy, big Mexican guy, okay, and he's been boxing for a while. So anyways, I'm sitting here and I'm going, okay, well, I've been hitting the bag, I've been working out, and I'm pretty strong, everything like that, right? This guy comes in, he's weighing almost 395, okay? And he'd been boxing for a long time. He's been with the club for a while. Little Irishman like me, right? I get in the ring. First round, ding! I go in there and I'm scooting around. I'm trying to get my jabs in there, doing like I'm supposed to. And this guy come around with a hook. Just knocked me, almost out of the dang ring. I mean, I feel like a big giant tree hit me. So, I'm going, oh, reality. So anyways, I get hit by that guy, and then I get a couple good in. But when you don't control your breathing, you start to run out of breath, and your arms start to fall, and you're just wide open. So every time he knew, he could tell. When I was running out of breath, I'd like this, take a breath, lift my arms. As soon as he did that, he'd hit me in the rib, he'd hit me in the kidneys, it just, oh my goodness. And then there was this time I just sat there in the second round, I just sat there, I turned around to the coach, And I said, I can't do this, I can't breathe anymore, because, you know, I didn't know how to control my breathing. Well, anyways, as I turned, right in the middle of the turn, he'd come around, hit me right square in the kidneys. And you could just hear my breath go, and it was like, oh, that was it. You know, and I just said, that's enough. And I said after that, that was enough. I would just train to get in shape, and I wouldn't do anything like that. But it was about 3 days after that fight, they had a match down here. It was a professional match. This guy from our club was going professional. And, you know, I got all dressed up, and everyone else was all dressed up. We were all ready to go, and I'm getting all dressed up. And it was 3 days after the match, I started getting this pain in my back, and I could not breathe. I don't know what it was, but where he hit me, it started cramping up, and that was it, buddy. Well, I'll tell you what, I learned my lesson. Anyways, I was like, let's see, when was that? I was, I think I was I was 42, 43 when I did that. Boy, the spirit's willing, but the body ain't, I'll tell you that. Anyways, I decided to just stay and train and not participate in any of these matches anymore, so that's where that went. And ever since then, I've just been doing weights. You know, I'd hit the bag every once in a while. I got a little bob in the back, I'll punch and stuff like that. But boy, I tell you what, that was an exciting time of my life. I like that. I mean, you know, don't be afraid to try things new, but also think it through too. And if you have family that require your presence, and you making money and going to a job and you being there, don't do something that's crazy that'll get you killed or get you injured where you can't go to your job or something like that. So I learned my lesson. I just stick to the weights, and I work out, and I power lift, and that's about it. But anyways, that was my story for today, and I'm glad you saw it, and I hope that you have a safe new year this year. And it's started. So remember to subscribe, and also do me a favor, like it and share it. And if you have any questions, write me at the jjquestshow@yahoo.com. And keep life safe, but be smart about it. But also, try new things. Heck, there's nothing wrong with that. I just get bored easy. I just like doing stuff. I just can't sit still. I gotta explore. You do that. Don't sit on your butt all day.